I've been hanging on, counting days, thinking...
Hello and welcome. My name is Shelby Marybeth. I'm a wife and also a mom to two kids, age 3 and 1. Here on my channel, I love to share motivation to clean, organize, and decorate. I think it's one of the best ways I can bless my family, so I'd love to inspire you to do the same. Throughout my videos, I also love sharing tips on how to quickly and easily clean so that we have more time to spend with our families. So get up and get moving with me. Let's get started.
You're someone I used to know.
Hey guys, thank you so much for choosing to watch my video. Very rainy and overcast today. Since we are stuck inside already, I took it as the perfect opportunity to cozy up our home. Normally I'd light this candle, but Owen and Cecilia have been obsessed with the flame, so I've been more into some wax melts. I currently have the Johnny Appleseed by Scentsy in there. It is a classic apple scent, which is my favorite around fall. So here is a quick glimpse at a little bit of the mess that we're going to be cleaning up today. We're also going to do so much satisfying cleaning and really just get on top of everything. I think that providing a clean home and space for our kids to grow up in is such a blessing that we are able to do. I am so grateful for our home and our family, and taking care of our home is part of taking care of our family. My kids, they feel better in a clean home. I can tell because they play better. They're not as cranky. I'm not as cranky. I'm more patient. So I just love sharing this message with you guys too. So I had decided to start picking up all the toys here in the living room with Owen and Cecilia because it was actually close to their nap time. So I really wanted them to be able to help me pick up their toys or bring them to the playroom. I think that is such a good thing for them to learn how to do. So after I'm done just doing a quick pickup in here, we are actually going to go do a bunch of cleaning in Owen's room first and then Cecilia's. Earlier on this day, they had been playing in Owen's room where I have our changing table, and of course there's some butt cream in here. So they were wiping it all over everything. Here it is on the mirror, so I just have some water and vinegar. That way Cecilia can help me clean it up. And then I'll finish it off here in a little bit because it's still going to be pretty smudgy. Cecilia is my big helper. She loves helping with everything. So while she is so excited to do this, I'm going to take advantage of it because I know it won't always be this way.
All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side.
I love doing a good refresh of the diaper changing area. Just changing out the sheet on his changing pad, and then I'll restock his diapers, wipe everything down, take out that trash in the diaper pail that is getting too full to even put any more diapers in. Changing a dirty diaper is one of my other least favorite things to do, but when this table is just clean and fresh, it makes it just a little bit better.
Make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far.
Now that I took out the diaper trash, I'm just using some disinfecting wipes to wipe down our diaper pail. This is the Ubbi, the UBBI, pretty sure I said that right, diaper pail, and I actually got it for Owen because we had gotten a cheaper one for Cecilia. She's older, she's 3, almost 4, and it smelled so bad, so we decided to go for the Ubbi, and I love it. Can't recommend it enough. It is my #1 recommendation for any new moms. I'm just going to continue wiping everything down, and then I'm going to use my microfiber cloth and the water and vinegar to spray down and clean off this wall, because this wall gets covered in butt cream and oils and who knows what from Owen when he's laying here. He just rubs his hand up and down it, his feet, whatever is there, so that wall gets pretty dirty.
Just living off the edge. Only good times ahead.
I'm just picking up the rest of the laundry or different things that are laying around Owen's room here. I'm gonna fold up his blanket. They love using this blanket to make a tent over his crib. Cecilia climbs in and out of his crib all the time, which is okay for her, but I feel like it's teaching Owen how to climb out, and I am not ready for that. Anyway, I'm just wiping down all the butt cream that they smeared all along the wall with just finishing off the mirror that Cecilia started for me earlier. A quick vacuum. Whenever I'm using my cordless vacuum, I like to do it room by room instead of doing our whole house, because the battery on mine, I don't know about yours, but it just does not last for our whole house. So I just do one room and then I charge it in between using it for the next one.
She stands by the window, stares at the morning sun. She hopes for a clear view before the day.
So now that Owen's room is nice and clean, I got all that butt cream cleaned up, we're gonna move right into Cecilia's room. And I think I've decided I'm going to get one of those beanbag chairs that you fill up with all their stuffies. I think that's going to make it so much easier to just put away all her stuffed animals, and that is also something she'll be able to help with too. I had just changed Cecilia's sheets the day before, so I'm just straightening up her bed, and then I just need to straighten up the rest of her room, wash her mirror too, and put away all of her stuffed animals. I love cleaning Cecilia's room because she gets so excited about it. I don't know if you can tell early on what kids' love languages are, maybe you can. But Cecilia's is definitely acts of service. Like anything I do for her, she's so appreciative. It's the cutest thing ever. These are all the stuffies that I want to be able to just throw in one big beanbag chair. It's just basically a beanbag, but it's completely empty, a piece of fabric that's completely empty with a hole in it that you can zip or unzip and just stuff all their stuffed animals inside of it, and it makes this really big chair. So I'm going to get that for all of these stuffies. I had it in a net on the other side of this chair to the left, but they were climbing up the rocking chair to get them out of it, and it just wasn't safe. So I need to find a new solution for all these stuffed animals. Rid of them is definitely not an option because I have so much fun making a stuffed animal pile. I'm just using the same water and vinegar mixture. It's like half water, half vinegar to wipe down Cecilia's mirrors. I love using the vinegar on their mirrors just because they touch them, they put their faces on them, and I want to make sure it's safe for them to do that.
What can you do when you're head over heels in love? No need to fight, but it's keeping her up all through the night. No end in sight.
Making my way vacuuming outside of Cecilia and Owen's room. I'm just going to vacuum this hallway really quickly so that I can put them down for their nap, and then that's when I knock out the most cleaning.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass.
Cecilia and Owen are both napping now, so I'm going to move on to their bathroom and then the playroom because I can't do either of these while they're awake. I've done so much decluttering here in their bathroom to keep it as simple as possible so that it is easy to clean. This is our only other bathroom other than our master bathroom. So this is the bathroom that Cecilia and Owen use and any guests that come to our house will use. So keeping it as simple as possible to clean in here has really helped. I generally just spray down the mirror and then wipe down everything with a disinfecting wipe. Once I get to the toilet, I'll share with you a really good deep cleaning tip that I like to use whenever we start to get a ring around it. I'm also going to show you the best way to clean that non-slip mat in the bottom of a bathtub.
And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why I'm always feeling homesick.
My least favorite area to clean is the toilet, but cleaning it on a regular basis definitely makes it a little easier. So first I like to just dust off the whole toilet because if you just use a disinfecting wipe on it, you just drag around all that dust and it makes it so hard to get that dust off. So dust off first, then wipe down with a disinfecting wipe. And then I had a ring around my toilet, so I wanted to get rid of it. So I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit how I do that.
Cause the thing is I've got more love here than I can bear. Ooh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold.
So anytime we get this ring around our toilet, I like to use a pumice stone to get rid of it. This is what it looks like brand new, and this is what it looks like after I've used it for a while. I want to say this one's at least a year old, so they last a long time. But I just use it to scrub the whole ring, and it's the easiest way that I have found that makes it look completely brand new. I don't know if toilets are typically made of anything else, but you would definitely want to use this just on a porcelain toilet.
How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Feels so weird showing you guys this close to my toilet, but as you can see, that ring is completely gone and it looks brand new. So I'm moving on to my kids' bathtub. They take baths in here every single night, so it gets pretty grimy pretty quickly, but their bath mat, the easiest way I've found to clean this is actually just to throw it right into the wash with a few towels. So I'll show you guys how I do that here. I put in my soap first and then I'll put the bath mat. I try to get the grimy side to stay out, so I'll fold it in half like this and put it around and then put towels on either side of the bath mat and then run it as you would any other wash, and then it comes out looking brand new. We are back in the bathtub, so I'm just going to use some dish soap and some water and vinegar to spray down their bathtub, and then I just scrub it all down. They only take baths in here, so the tile really doesn't get dirty. It's just like the bath area that gets messy, so that's where I
I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering.
I scrub it down. I just use their little cup that I use to like rinse their hair off with. I'll just use this little whale to rinse off the rest of the tub. Typically like to wash down their tub at least every 2 weeks. As I stay on top of it, it really doesn't get that bad, which makes it so much easier to clean. Been all about my steam mop for a long time. It's typically what I bring out, but I just wanted a quick mop in here. So I have this little wet jet that I've had for years, and it has a head on it that I can just change out and wash, and I love it so much. It makes it so easy to do a quick mop, especially when I feel a little pressed on time.
Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you. Here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting.
The wash is done, so I'm going to pull out the bath mat so I can show you guys what it looks like. This bath mat is 3, almost 4 years old, and it looks brand new because of the way I clean it. It makes it so easy.
I just wanna let you know I could go for this, no more tricks. We could take things slow. Say you think about it too. When the lights go out and there's no doubt that I should be with.
Time to knock out this playroom. My biggest recommendation for getting your kids to play while you're trying to clean is to actually start cleaning their playroom, and then they magically want to play with everything that you're putting away. That is what I do when I'm trying to get stuff done. My kids were napping, so I decided just to knock this out right now. It's not really too bad in here, but I did want to do some deeper cleaning, like wiping down and mopping the floors in here because it had been a while, and there were a couple spills from some different things that they weren't supposed to have in here in the first place, but they're kids and they like to sneak things away from the table sometimes.
And I remember when you kissed me. I felt the taste of your lipstick, even the print of your ripped jeans. I can still see it all. We ran on top of buildings, just like a scene from a movie, living our life on the edge, and we'd never trip and fall.
Curious if you've ever had any dress-up clothes for your kids. How do you store them? This hanging bar, it works all right, but I'm thinking about just getting a chest to just throw them all into. I feel like that's going to be so much easier for Cecilia and Owen to pick up for themselves. The hanging bars, like Owen's one, he just loves to tear them all down. So it's usually my job to put them all back up, and I'm not a huge fan of that.
'Cause we always had each other, always had each other, always had each other. We always had each other. Remember when you kissed me? I felt the taste of your lipstick, even the print of your ripped jeans. I can still see it all. We ran on top of buildings, just like a scene from a movie, living our life on the edge, and we'd never trip and fall. Never trip and fall, living on the edge. We were living on the edge. We didn't care about the rest.
But it's nice and tidy in here. I'm going to do some deeper cleaning than I usually do. So I'm spraying down this table and wiping off all of the gunk that has accumulated on here. I'll also be able to wipe down the window in here that gets little toddler fingerprints all over it. And I'm going to mop the floors. So it's going to be super clean in here when we are done.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real. 'Cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning. So take me on a trip, trip, trip. Now trip, trip, trip. Oh, flick the switch, kill the lights. Oh, wasted. City lights are shining so bright. All these empty faces, we don't care about them tonight. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, 'cause when we're doing our thing.
I love taking care of our laundry room because it makes doing one of my least favorite chores, laundry, a little bit easier to do. So I'm just tidying up in here, straightening things. This is also where we keep our cleaning supplies, and this actually is a walkthrough to our garage. So we tend to track in a lot of dirt. So I like to vacuum and then mop whenever I get the chance. In here, this is where we leave all of our shoes. I have a great system here on the side of the wall that holds our shoes up, but we typically just take them off and then they pile there on the floor. So later I always come through and stack them all up. It's been great for holding our shoes up off the ground so that it's easier for me to clean in here. So narrow in here, and I don't have anywhere else that I like to keep our shoes. So this has been working out perfectly for us.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car.
Made it back into the living room, and I noticed there's quite a few books just piling up here. Typically, after doing all the decluttering and just learning about how fewer items make for like happier kids that play better, I've been doing a book rotation system. So typically I only leave about 10 to 20 books out at a time, and then I rotate them out with books that I keep inside Cecilia's closet, which is locked so they cannot get to all of those books. This has saved my sanity because Owen, who's 1, loves to tear down all the books, so they get thrown all throughout our living room, and then I have to go through and pick them up, which takes time and energy. And now they actually like to sit and read the books because it's like a new book for them every single time it's out. It's also just not as messy and overwhelming for them either. So it's been a great system that I recommend.
These beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to.
Now, if you remember me telling you how I like to use our cordless vacuum in each room, well, I had forgotten to plug it in, so I had to whip out my corded vacuum, which is alright because this one is such a better deep cleaner. It's the only reason I've kept a corded vacuum, because I feel like with the cord, you're not sacrificing any suction power, which is my favorite thing that has to do with the vacuum. So.
And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air.
Our living room is nice and cozy. We have a clean playroom, and I still need to get that on Facebook Marketplace. I'm getting there. And This is our dining table, which is our activity table. I'm just gonna quickly put everything on this table back where it belongs. I have a spot in our playroom where I like to hang all of Cecilia's paintings and drawings and artwork. I'll show you guys that in a little bit, but it's really just a piece of twine that is strung across our wall, and I just use little clips to just hang each of her pieces of art.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh.
These were little clay DIY like cookie cutout pieces, and they're in the shape of little fall leaves, and Cecilia painted a few of them but then got bored, so I'm just going to save them so she can paint them again another time.
Agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond dawn. A bigger scale the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy.
Time to get down and dirty in our kitchen. The rest of our house is clean and I feel so much better about it. Typically I start in our kitchen, so I think it's kind of weird that I ended in our kitchen today, but here we are. Gonna knock all this out before we get dinner started. I love cooking for our family every single night, so I've been thinking about including some of my easier meals in some of these videos because I know after we've been cleaning all day, all I want to do is put something that's like healthy but also super quick and easy on the table for dinner. We all have busy lives, and I was just wondering if you guys wanted me to share those. Is that something you'd be interested in? Let me know in the comments.
But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll drown, but what can I do? And it would be alright to let me down. Rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you.
It doesn't even make sense. Why we try?
Yes, everything was still out from my kids' lunch, so I'm finally taking the time to scrape off all of that old food on their plates so that I can get it into our dishwasher and clean this up so that it's ready for dinner time.
The way that it was, then you hand me these emotions. Didn't want them, but I guess that I'm stuck with them. They could go away, but I know they won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll try, but what can I do? And it will be alright to let me down. I'd rather we try than
Water jugs that I need to put away on our coffee bar. I also had a few mugs that I like to keep in the drawers here that I needed to put away, and then a box of tissues always ends up on the coffee bar, and I don't like it there, so I always end up moving it whenever I'm cleaning up around here, like a decorative box or something, so I can keep it here on the counter without it bothering me. But I digress. Anyway, we are unloading the dishwasher, something I like to do first thing in the morning. That way I can put all the dirty dishes straight into the dishwasher. We can all agree though, some mornings are just so crazy that I don't even have a second to do that. Owen has been super notorious lately for waking up super early, so I'm usually catering to my kids' needs before getting around to doing the dishwasher. But I definitely cannot recommend it enough. Empty that dishwasher first thing in the morning. That way you can put all the dirty dishes straight into the dishwasher, and it saves so much time. And just in case you didn't know, all you have to do is scrape off all your food and then the dishwasher does all the cleaning for you. I used to rinse off everything, like they were almost sparkling clean before I put them in the dishwasher. So I have not been doing that anymore. I put dirty dishes, just scrape them off and then put them straight into the dishwasher.
And I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't want to know, but you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you. So maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't wanna...
So now I just have a few things that I need to hand wash. The blender, I've shared this in the past because somebody else shared it with me, but you can actually just put a few squirts of dish soap into your blender with some water and then just run it in the blender as you would with anything that you're blending. And then all you have to do is rinse it and you don't have to worry about those like blades catching on anything. It's the easiest way to clean your blender. We keep our blender in the garage, so going back and forth from the garage to clean it isn't really something that I like to do, so I just wash it normally here in the sink. But that is a good tip if you do keep your blender in the like kitchen area here. Like a normal person, we keep ours in the garage because it's so loud, and usually my husband's using it at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so we don't want to wake up all of our kids.
I don't wanna waste my time.
It's time to wipe everything down, so I'm just using some Miss Myers multi-purpose spray and a microfiber cloth. So the microfiber cloth that I like using because it really holds onto all those crumbs that are on the counter. And then Miss Myers multi-purpose spray, I just love the smell of it. The smell I have is the lemon right now, and then I think it just does such a good job of cleaning. I usually buy it in the concentrate, so it lasts forever.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high.
Thank you so much for watching. That is the end of today's video. If you need more motivation, definitely check out more of my videos here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me if they gave you some motivation, and leave a comment for me. Let me know you are watching. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. I make a new video every single Sunday for you guys, so I will see you next week in a brand new video. Bye.